Good morning, student. I am Purnima, and once again I am going to revise the lesson number 4, the ailing planet, the green movement's role. So first of all, I welcome you to my channel, and this is written by Nani Palkhiwala. Now children, the lesson by Nani Palkhiwala is the first of all, let me introduce you about the writer. Okay, so Nani Palkhiwala, he was a well-known lawyer, appeared in the Indian Express in an article form. So children, he used to write some articles in the newspaper Indian Express, published on 24th November 1994. He talks about the ecological situation of the earth. The issue that he raised regarding the declining health of the earth continue to have relevance even today. So, children, this is written by Nani Palkhiwala, and well-known lawyer. He has written this article which appeared in the Indian Express and at article form, published on 24th November 1994. So this article was published on November 24th, 1994. He talks of the ecological situation of the earth, the issue that he raised regarding the declining health of the earth continue to have relevance even today. So let me read you some of the soul of the chapters or the important background of the lesson. Now children, my first point is the green movement, earth a living organism. In 1972, world's first nationwide green party was founded in New Zealand. So children, in which year? In 1972, the world's first nationwide green party was found in New Zealand. Since then, the movement has gripped the imagination of the entire human race. And children, since then it has gripped the mind of the entire human race. Now, Copernicus taught us that the Earth and the other planet revolves around the Sun. So we all know that it was Copernicus who told that the Earth and the other planets revolve around the Sun. Similarly, the green movement has brought the idea that Earth is a living organism. And after that, children, the green movement has brought the idea that the Earth is a living organism. We have moved towards a holistic and ecological view of the world. And children, it is we who has moved this idea towards a holistic and ecological view of the world. The Earth vital signs reveals a patient in decline health. So children, this is important. The Earth vital sign is that it has revealed a patient which is having a declining health. Humans have realized that the ethical obligation to protect and preserve the needs of the planet. So children, now this is our duty. It is an ethical obligation to protect and preserve the need of the planet. Which planet? Of course, our Earth. Now, children, Nani Palkhiwala has written about the concept of sustainable development. The concept of sustainable development was popularized in 1987 by the World Commission on Environment. So children, this concept of sustainable development, it was popularly by the World Commission on Environment and Development. It stressed the idea of development that meet the need of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their needs. It means that we should pursue development for our present needs, but we should be careful about the needs of the future generation as well. In the zoo at Lusaka, Zambia, there is a cage where the notice reads, "The world's most dangerous animal." Inside the cage, there is a mirror in which we see our reflection. When the, with the continuous and sustainable efforts of a number of agencies in different countries, the human beings are realizing that they should not dominate the earth but respect her as a partner. So, children, what we are doing, we are dominating this planet rather than respecting her as our partner. Earth principle, biological system. The Brand Commission was one of the first international commission which deal with the question of ecology and environment. So which commission, children? The Brand Commission was one of the first international commission which deal with the question of ecology and environment. An Indian, Mr. L.K. Jha, was a member of the commission. The first brand reporter raised the question, are we to leave our successor a planet of advanced deserts, impoverished landscape and ailing environment? Mr. Lazar A. Brown, in his book, The Global Economic Prospect, points out Earth's four major biological systems that are fisheries, forest, grasslands, and croplands. These four are the foundation of the global economic system. Besides providing us food, they provide nearly all the raw material for industries. Human claims on these systems are becoming unsustainable and thus their productivity is being impaired. This has led to drastic results. Several species face extinction due to such destruction. So human claims on this system are becoming unsustainable and thus their productivity is being impaired. This has led to drastic results. Several species are extinction due to such destruction. Well, children, forests precede mankind, deserts follow. The ancient patrimony of tropical forest is now ending at the rate of 40 or 50 million acres. The World Bank estimated a five-fold increase in the rate of forest planting is needed to cope with the expected fuel wood demand in the year 2000. James Smith, the president of the World Resources Institute, revealed a very alarming statistic that we are losing the forest at an acre and a half a second. Article 48A of the Indian Constitution states that it is the duty of the state to make efforts to improve the environment and safeguard the forest and wildlife of the country. Unfortunately, laws are never respected nor enforced in our country. Large areas officially designated as forest land are virtually treeless. Now, the menace of overpopulation is also the cause. The growth of world population is one of the strongest factors overshadowing the future. Every 4 days, the world population increases by 1 million. The population of India is more than the entire population of Africa and South America together. More children do not mean more workers. It merely means more people without work. The only solution to this is voluntary family planning. Era of responsibility. Slowly but steadily, people are understanding the concept that the entire world should be treated as an integrated whole rather than a collection of separate parts. For sustainable development of the world, everyone has to play his role, even the industries. Margaret Thatcher and Lesser Brown suggested that the earth is not our property. It passes on from one generation to another, with the hope that each generation will take care of it so as to pass it on to the next with its resources intact. Mr. Brown has put this thought very beautifully. He said, "We have not inherited this earth from our forefathers, we have borrowed it from our children." So, children, this is a very, very important lesson, the ailing planet, the green movement's role. Okay, Nani Palkhiwala has written this article, and this article is it should have an effect on all of us. So, children, the green movement started nearly 25 years ago. The world's first nationwide Green Party was founded where in New Zealand in 1972. Since then, the movement has not looked back. In fact, no other movement in world history has excited human race as much as the Green Organizer. It has its own metabolic needs and essential process. The signs pertaining to the earth life show a patient in declining health. People have now fully realized their moral duty to be good custodians of the planet and responsible trustees of the legacy to future generation. The World Commission on Environment and Development popularized the concept of sustainable development in 1987. It defined the idea as a development that meets the need of the present without endangering the ability of future generations to meet their needs. Man is the most dangerous animal in the world. Now he has realized the wisdom of shifting from a system based on domination to one based on partnership. Scientists have arranged lists for 14 million living aspects on Earth beside man. About 3 to 200 million other living species will stay unnamed in humanity darkness. Now, the Brand Commission was the first international commission to deal with the question of ecology and environment. The first Brand report raised the question whether we were to leave our successors a dried earth of increasing deserts, poor landscapes, and ailing environment. Mr. Laser R. Brown has listed Earth's four main biological systems. They are fisheries, forest, grassland, and cropland. This once again I repeat. They form the basis of the bird's economic system. They supply as food and raw material for industries. In large area of the world, these systems are reaching unsustainable level. Their productivity is being damaged. When this happens, fisheries break down, forests disappear, grassland are changed into barren wasteland, and cropland become worse. Our overfishing is common in protein-hungry world. In poor countries, local forests are destroyed to obtain fuel for cooking. Tropical forests are wearing away at the rate of 40 to 50 million acres a year. The growing of dung for burning deprives the soil of an important natural fertilizer. The growing use of dung for burning deprives the soil of our important natural fertilizer. Over the last 4 decades, India forests have reached disaster exhaustion. India is losing its forests at the rate of 8.7 million acres a year. Large area officially named forest land are almost treeless. A UN study warns that the environment has deteriorated quite badly in many of the 88 countries investigated. the growth of world population in one of the strongest factor distorting the future of human society. Mankind reached the first billion mark in more than a million years. That was the world population in the year 1800. By the year 1900, a second billion was added. The 20th century has added another 3.7 billion. The present world population is estimated at 5.7 billion. Every 4 days, the world population is increasing by 1 million. Fertility falls as income rises. Education is spread and health improve. Development is the best contraceptive. However, development may not be possible if population goes on increasing to this rate. The population of India is estimated to be 920 million in 1994. It is more than the entire population of Africa and South America put together. Unless population control is given utmost priority, the hope of the people would die in their hungry huntmen. There is no alternative to voluntary family planning without an element of coercion. The choice is really between control of population and continuation of poverty. We notice a surprising concern. People are worried not only about their own survival but that of the planet as well. People have begun to take an overall view of the very basis of life. The environmental problem is our passport for the future. A new world vision has emerged. It has ushered in the era of responsibility. It is a holistic view, an ecological view. We now see the world as an integrated whole rather than separate parts. Industry has a very important role to play in this new era of responsibility. Leading businessmen should excel in environment performance. Then they can continue to exist as leading manufacturers of the world. The words of Margaret Thatcher, she was the Prime Minister of England, are used frequently. She remarked, "No generation has a free hold on this earth. We all have a life tenancy with a full repairing lease." Mr. Lesser Brown, the author, The Global Economic Prospect, rightly observed, "We have not inherited this earth from our forefathers. We have borrowed it from our children." So his philosophy of life is bit different. So children, now I am going to read the lesson and I am going to do the explanation part. So let's read The Ailing Planet, the Green Movement's Role, written by Nani Palkhiwala. The following article was written by Nani Palkhiwala and published in the Indian Express on 24th November 1994. The issue that he raised regarding the declining health of the earth continues to have relevance. We cannot recall any movement in world history which has gripped the imagination of the entire human race so completely and so rapidly as the Green Movement, which started nearly 25 years ago. So children, we cannot recall means remember. So the writer is telling we cannot remember any movement in this world history which has gripped means controlled the imagination is thinking and understanding of the entire human race so completely and so rapidly as the Green Movement, which started nearly 25 years ago. In 1972, the world's first nationwide Green Party was founded in New Zealand. Since then, the movement has not looked back. So this movement started in 1972. The world's first nationwide Green Party was founded. So children, in 1972, a green part, the Green Party was found. Okay, and in New Zealand, since then the movement has not looked back. We have shifted one course irrevocably. Irrevocably means unchangeably. We have shifted one hopes irrevocably from the mechanistic view to a holistic and ecological view. So first of all, children, you should know the meanings of some of the hard words like gripped. I will be writing here. Gripped means control. Gripped means control. Okay. Then you write the meaning of ir irrevocably. From the mechanistic view to a holistic. Holistic is complete and ecological is connected with the relation of planet and living creature. So children, gripped is controlled and imagination of the entire human race so completely and so rapidly as the green movement which started nearly 25 years ago. We have shifted one hopes irrevocably from the mechanical view to a holistic and ecological view of the word. Holistic is complete, okay, or comprehensive view, and ecological view means connected with the relation of plants and living creature. So we have shifted one hopes irrevocably from the mechanistic. Mechanistic means it's a machine-like view to a holistic. Holistic means complete and comprehensive view and ecological view of the world. It is shift to a human perception. Perception means children knowledge as revolutionary as that introduction by Copernicus, who taught mankind in the 16th century that the earth and the other planet revolves around the sun. For the first time in human history, there is a growing worldwide consciousness that the earth itself is a living organism, an enormous being of which we are parts. It has its own metabolic needs and vital processes which need to be respected and preserved. So children, for the first time, the world has seen the concept of the earth. So what is the theory was introduced by Copernicus, who taught mankind in the 16th century that the earth and the other planets revolves around the sun. So children, this was taught by Copernicus. For the first time in human history, there is a growing worldwide consciousness, and children, this is for the first time in human history, okay, that the earth itself is a living organism, an enormous being of which we are parts. It has its own metabolic need uh, and vital process which need to be respected and preserved. Metabolic need is a chemical process of living things that changes food and energy. So what is metabolic here? Changes process of living being that changes food and the energy. The earth vital signs reveal patience is declining and in health. So children, vital, the earth vital sign. What do you mean know by vital? Vital means children very necessary thing. So the earth vital signs reveal patient in declining health. We have begun to realize our ethical obligation. Ethical is moral. Obligation is duties to be good, very necessary, the planet, and responsible trustees of the legacy. Legacy is legal heritage to future generation. Okay, the concept of sustainable development. What is the meaning of sustainable? That is sufficient or development is progress was popularized in 1987 by the World Commission on Environment and Development. In its report, it defined the idea as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. Without stripping the natural world of resources future generations would need. So, children, this is the thing, and our planet Earth, it needs, it's becoming a patient, and there is this unhealthy sign of Earth, and it is declining health. We have begun to realize our ethical obligation to be good towards the planet and responsible trustee of the legacy to future generation. Now, in the zoo at Lusaka, Zambia, there is a cage where the notice read the word most dangerous animal. Now, children, Lusaka is in Zambia, a cage is there, okay, and a notice is there inside the cage which read the word most dangerous animal. Inside the cage, there is no animal but a mirror where you see yourself. And children, the nice idea is that there is no animals in that cage where it is written the word most dangerous animal. Instead of animal, there is a mirror and the people see their own image. Thanks to the effort of a number of agencies in different countries, a new awareness has now dawned upon the most dangerous animals in the world. Now, dawned upon means it became clear. He has realized the wisdom of shifting from a system based on domination to one based on partnership. Scientists have cataloged and 1.4 million living aspects with which mankind shares the earth. Estimates a very widely as regard the still uncatalogued living species. So students, you can see children how scientists have categorized, okay, and it is a zoo in the Lusaka, Zambia, where the cage is put, and it is believed by the people of that country. In fact, it is true also that the world most dangerous animal is ourselves. We are responsible to make this planet ill. We are responsible to make this planet, children, it is losing all its hope just because of us. We are not taking care of this planet. So children, in the concept of sustainable development, what is the meaning of sustainable? Sustainable means that supports or that suffice or supports development. Was popularized in 1987 by the World Commission on Environment and Development. In its report, is defined the idea as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their needs. That is, without stripping the natural world of resources fertile generation would need. In the zoo at Lusaka, Zambia, there is a cage where the notice reads the word most dangerous animal inside the cage, and there's no animal but a mirror where you see yourself. Thanks to the awareness has now it has become clear open the most that it has become clear to most of the people that it is we human beings which are damaged responsible for the destruction of the earth, and it is we children who prove that we are the most dangerous animal. So with this I end my video here, and we will continue the next part in the tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.